Good afternoon. In this video, I'd like to go over Roman numerals and the Ten Commandments. I can also use this on the element scale, but right now I'm going to use Roman numerals and the Ten Commandments. This is the I letter. It stands for 1, but it's actually 9. This is the 18th letter, right? It's almost like tav tav on top of each other. It's the 18th letter, 18 total. Here's the 27 total. Unless you go 9 times 981, times 9 is 729. 729, 7920. Diameter of the earth, right? Or the height of the earth is in kilometers, or is it miles? So we have 9, 18, 27. The total is 54. Since 1 passes between 1 and 1, this is the red sun passing through the foxhole, which is 45. 4 and 5, which is a separation of 1, must be smaller than 27 because it fits in between. Just a question. When we have the I, V, E, E, I, we have 20. This is the number 8. But in number 8, we have 27 when a big red sun and 22 equaling to 49. 49 is 7 times 7, and that is the Christ. That is green, and that is the go. Go on green. Gringo. Here we have 22. So in between here and here, which is a low of 13, I minus 22, 13, or plus, we have this one over here. In between, this is 13. 1 and 3 is 4. We have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? Then we have 1, 2, 3. So we have 4 all the way up till 3. Now the thing is, you have to remember now the inception of the Canadian penny, where that the minute you hit the next number inside of here, right? The next time you hit the next number, let's start it here. 1 and 2 gets no value. 3 gives you a value of 5. Any craps? 1 and 2 will give you that creation of 5. 1 times 2, 1 plus 2 equals 2 and 3. 5, the BC creation, alpha, beta, albeit creation. This is the basic. So if I was to look at the commandments, right? If I was to look at the commandments, right? Why is it doing that? You see, is it doing it for anybody else or just me? Do you follow me? What we don't see, but the camera picks up. When we go to commandments, the 9th commandment over here, okay, which is sometimes noted as the 10th commandment inside of Philo or Sept. In this one over here, all the commandments are changed. In Philo, okay, the first 2 commandments are 1 and 1. The 3rd commandment is 2. The 4th commandment is 3. And everything is backed up by 1. As said, right over here, thou shalt not covet the neighbor's house, is moved over here in the 10th position, and that is the Lutheran large Castilian church. So we're going to all look at where 9 shows up. And you notice where 8 shows up inside of 9? Inside of Samaritan, inside of Augustine, inside of Catechism, the Catholic Church. We show up, and inside the Lutheran Church. But inside the Reformed Christians, right, 10 is 10. Here, thou shalt not covet the neighbor's wife, right? Again, you have the Augustine, and you have, so all these are telling us stories. Even though they seem to just to be different, they're actual stories. And some of the stories go with over here, just the initials. This one, okay, LXX, is actually an expression of 50 and 20, 70. So if you're looking at anything, here's your 70. Here's your AI. Here's your reverse of your AI. 2 sides. The flip side of 16 is 19. The Jewish Talmud, okay, is 20. And that's a gateway because T and G and gematria come together, right? And then maybe you can look at clear or control, right? Or gold. In L and R seems to be the gold. It is the lock between the two. So if we're looking at 9, right? 9 is the birth, and inside the birth, and birth means nuality. Thou shalt not, and birth is also the A and I, because 1 goes with 9 through the 10 world. The only way to get 10 is to accumulate 9 and 1. So that means 2 and 7 will come together. that means 3 and 6, 9 will come together. And that way 4 and 5, 9 will come together. But if we're working the scale of the control at the 7th gate, we have 1 and 6, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt have no other God before me. Then we'll have 2 and 5, thou shalt not make unto thee any engraven images, and honor thy father and the mother. And 3 and 4 come together, thou shalt not take the name of the Lord God in vain, and remember the Sabbath day, not to take his name in vain. So that's the 7 world. We go to the 10 world, right? We're going 1 and 9, A and I. Thou shalt not bear false witness to any neighbor, and thou shalt have no other gods. 2 and 8, which is the cycle of the moon, thou shalt not steal, and thou shalt not make any engraven images. And 3 and 7, thou shalt not commit adultery, and thou shalt not take the name. Now, are these opposites of each other? I know that all the 7th gate are opposites of each other. Okay? The center world now to the 4 world, the only way you can get into the 4 world, okay, is to take 5, honor thy father and thy mother, minus thou shalt have no other gods before me. But you're honoring your father and your mother, so that means your father and your mother would have to be over any god, because everybody should be listening to their father and their mother. Is that not correct? You want to go to the, take 9 to get to the 4th world, to get to the gateway, you need a minus 5, honor thy father and thy mother. So 9 minus 5 equals to remember the Sabbath day, E and I. 8 minus 4 equals 4. Thou shalt not steal. Remember the Sabbath day is holy. 7 minus 3. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Take away, thou shalt not name the God's name in vain. So all of these things that I do is because that's the truth. You can't run away from the truth. The truth is all we have. The truth is the actuality of what Einstein perceives to be relative, the relative of all. There was one other thing I was going to mention inside of here. We're going to totality, that where we have ABC creates the word SUN, sun and foxhole. We have 4, 5, and 6, where it creates 31, 31, 62, 72, 82, 84, and that is Pluto. The creation of Pluto comes through the Federation. See the single 0 creates 9. The double 0 creates 99, or a maximum of 0, 9, 9. Jupiter comes out of this number, birth inside Jupiter, equals to 729. Win a big red sun, 29 the birth, 97 the gateway of the birth, 9 times 7, 63 times 2, 126. The cube, the half-life, 26 the queen, and the constellations connecting Pegasus up in the sky to the next body of water. Raphael 7286 and a constellation of Pegasus. I just have to add this to the element scale now, and one day I will get to it. My next video, we're going to be talking about what this is over here. Thank you for watching this video. Raphael 7286 and a constellation of Pegasus, coming to you from probably one of the only apartments painted like this here in my province. Good luck.